Welcome back to RattlerUp Network. We've got just a late start, but it's a 2-ball count for number 1, Audrey Jones. That one outside for ball number 3.
So we are here live at the Rattler Spring Break Tournament. Excited to bring you that continuing coverage here on the RattlerUp Network, the place for all Rattler Nation events.
That one good for ball number 4. So Audrey Jones takes 4 straight balls to advance to first. And
as she takes first base, I'll just let you know we've got Creek Ennis here, our student broadcaster extraordinaire, calling our second full day of softball here. So Creek, welcome
that
into
pitch
the booth.
Bunted, fouled into the dirt for ball number or for strike number 1.
You had a full day of softball yesterday, right?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
And a full day today, another full day tomorrow. So you're definitely adding into that softball experience, and we're glad to have you, Creek.
Yes, absolutely. I definitely have the work cut out for me. I've got to learn a whole lot about softball. That one's into the dirt for ball number 1.
We also want to welcome Miss Hargraves. We know that Miss Hargraves is sharing this with her class, making sure we're supporting the Rattlers from inside San Marcos High School as the players are out here at Rattler Stadium. So
that one outside for ball number 2. Pitching for the Rattlers is number 15, Jalen Perez.
Jalen had an excellent game earlier yesterday. She's a member of the teaching and training program.
That one swung on to first. Maddie Nunez gets the out at first. Doesn't make the throw at second.
So they advance the runner. So that's important to get that runner into scoring position, of course, but they do get the first out.
So now up to bat for Kinkaid, number 22, Jilly Leonard. Perez the pitch. Low for ball number 1. This is our first time seeing Kinkaid thus far in the tournament.
Yeah, they didn't have any scheduled games on Thursday, but they were able to kind of come in and really kind of double up on Friday and Saturday here. So they're going to get a lot of softball action in just 2 days.
That one swung on, no contact for strike number 1. San Marcos played 2 games yesterday, split those 2, have a 1-1 record so far.
Yeah, they lost to Shiner in the first game of the day. Then
that one outside for ball number 2.
They win an 8-7 contest against Weimer later in the afternoon. So like you said, 1-1 on the tournament.
Yeah, looking to make it 2-1 here.
Kinkaid going to play a doubleheader today. They have this game, and as you see there on the screen, at 12:30 to follow.
They've got back-to-back. That one hit straight to the pitcher. Got the out at first. Runner advances to third.
Yeah, Kinkaid will take on Weimer. 12:30 start immediately following this game. And then they'll be back for more action Saturday. So right now, Kinkaid has moved the runner over to third, but still 2 outs in the inning.
Scoring position for number 5, Lexi Forney up to bat. The pitch from Perez, low for ball number 1. That one just outside for ball number 2.
Got kind of an interesting, it's like an overcast, but not quite. There's a little patch of sun. I don't know if you could tell in the cameras, down the left field line is where there's just a little bit of sun. So we'll see if that plays into it with some morning softball here in San Marcos, Texas.
That one outside for ball number 3. Yeah, like you're saying, the weather kind of started off like this yesterday as well when I was calling that first morning game.
Yes.
Pitch from Perez. Good for strike number 1.
Yeah, we talked about it like with tournament play. We know that things are a little bit different than what they're used to, and certainly start times are a big part of that. You don't typically play a 9 a.m. game or a 10:30 a.m. game.
Yeah, you're used to playing later in the afternoon. That one, good for strike number 3. So that'll do it for the top of the first inning. No runs scored. When we come back, it'll be the Rattlers leading off with Kaya Spillers. Until then, we'll send you a commercial break. Keep it here on the RattlerUp Network. Welcome back to RattlerUp Network. We now have the Rattlers hitting for the first time in this game. It'll be number 00, Kaya Spillers to hit.
So again, game number 1 of our Friday slate of games here at the Rattler Spring Break Tournament. Those of you just watching or learning a little bit about what's going on today, we are on a tournament rules, so we have a 90-minute clock. So the game will continue through those 90 minutes, and they will finish the inning that they're in when the timer expires. And so that's come into play a couple of times. We saw yesterday, right? Some games ended. We weren't really sure. The umpire has the official clock, right? We're running a 90-minute clock on the scoreboard for the live fans, but that's not the official clock. And so we kind of keep our eye on that. And what it's turned into is we've learned is early runs are important, right?
Yeah, jumping off to the early lead is very beneficial for these teams because, as you said, we've seen multiple games be like ended abruptly because the team just isn't used to playing the 90-minute period.
Yeah, they ran out of time. The game was over. So
as that pitch will be ball number 1.
In game 2 of the tournament, we get to where we not only get to know the players, we also get to know the umpires.
Yep.
So our home plate umpire today, he's done an excellent job behind the plate. Certainly, he takes a minute.
That one slapped to the shortstop. The throw out at first is not in time, so it's safe. A single from number 00, Kaya Spillers.
Speedy sophomore for the Rattlers shows the speed there. Routine ground ball to short, but she beats it out, and the runner on first to start the Rattler rally. But yeah, this umpire has a little bit of a delay to his strike call.
Yeah,
so we paused for a moment to make sure.
Yeah, make sure the call is what we saw. As now up to bat will be number 1, Emery Cisneros.
We mentioned Miss Hargraves earlier. We know that she's tuned in, and this is Emery Cisneros, a member of the kinesiology CTE program here at San Marcos.
We'll have Kaya steal second. That one will be low for ball number 1.
Yeah, Emery wants to major in sports medicine when she goes to college. So, she's going through Miss Hargraves' program and learning all that great stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. A great place to learn for the Rattlers. So, runner on second. No outs in the inning. Goes for the bunt technique. It goes into the dirt, so it'll be foul ball. Strike number 1, 1-1 count.
Well, like we talked about, those early runs, again, in a tournament play especially. You always want early runs. There's not a time where you don't want early runs, but especially in a situation like this, because you dig yourself a hole early and you literally could just run out of time.
Yeah. Yeah, these runs early in the game are just huge pieces to coming away with wins. She assumes the bunt technique.
It just doesn't get past the plate again. Foul ball again.
Fouled off once again. You see how far they come up off the plate there.
Yeah, the corners are crashing. They know that's happening. They want to see if they can keep that runner from advancing. No outs in the inning. So the Rattlers obviously willing to give up 1 out to get that runner over to third.
Looks to be what they're doing here is Emery not assuming the bunt position this time. Bowman's pitch hits straight to first base, so the runner will advance to third.
Well, it serves the purpose. She went ahead and swung away, slapped that down the first base line. First baseman, you saw there, Casey Harvin for Kinkaid. She took a look, but knew she couldn't make that throw to third. Get the safe out at first. She takes the out, but the Rattlers get that runner over to third.
Yeah, you don't want to risk that extra error chance to throw it all the way over to third. So now to bat for the Rattlers, number 12, Emily Martinez.
Big opportunity here for Emily early in the game.
Yeah, try to get a run early as that one swung on and missed for strike number 1. Pitching for Kinkaid, number 13, Lindley Bowman.
Lindley, a junior for the team.
So Bowman winding up to pitch. That one outside for ball number 1. So a 1-1 count for Martinez. Martinez, a lower batting stance. Trying to get more power. She swings on that one. Goes to third. Kyle will stay. There's an error. So the Rattlers score a run, but are out at second base. Emlyn couldn't get to second before getting tagged.
The run comes across, however. Rattlers take the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that brings in Kaya for the first run of the day. San Marcos jumps out to an early 1-0 lead. So now up to bat, number 13, Ariana Flores. Flores, a lefty. So it'll shake things up a little bit for the pitcher. That one outside for ball number 1.
Ariana also in that health science program, a CTE medical assisting program, wants to go to medical school and be a surgeon.
The pitch to Flores. Flores swings, couldn't quite make contact, so it'll be a 1-1 count. They've got no runners on base with 2 outs. They've already got 1 run in.
And we've seen the Rattlers get some 2-out rallies earlier in the games yesterday, so certainly not something it's certainly something they're able to do.
That one outside, ball number 2. Yeah, as you were saying, we've had 2-run rallies. We had an inning last time where we had 2 outs and still managed to get multiple people on base. That one swung on by Flores, gets past the first baseman. And just as we said, 2 outs does not mean the Rattlers are done fighting as Flores gets the single.
Yeah, Ariana got absolutely every bit of that one. Drove it right between the first and second baseman, gets on base, and continues the rally here.
Yeah, continues the rally. And now up to bat number 2, Selena Silva.
So Coach Stoughton is really sending her health science kids up today, right?
Yeah.
Selena Silva, member of the CNA program, wants to be a nurse practitioner. So the health science team coming through for the San Marcos Rattlers today.
Think there's any correlation with that in softball? They go together?
It's clearly the high level of learning that they do in those classes from those wonderful teachers, right? Megan Botting, Jennifer Hargraves, Garvin Smith, Jack Davis. And it's paying off on the softball field clearly, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely showing as that first pitch was good for strike number 1. So an 0-1 count. That one swung on, couldn't quite make contact. So an early 0-2 count for Silva.
Yeah, the junior Selena Silva had a real big swing at that one. Boy, if the contact would have driven that one hard. Yeah, just missed.
Silva had some big hits yesterday, too. Bowman lining up to pitch, swung on, fouled off, so to remain an 0-2 count.
Does a great job protecting there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, staying alive there.
We saw several strike 3 calls not swing yesterday from some other teams. San Marcos does a much better job of, hey, we're not going to leave it in the umpire's hands with 2 strikes. If you give me something I can hit, I'm going to swing and try to put it in play.
Yeah, we're going to protect our plate. Runner on first. Bowman the pitch. Swung on. Hit to third. They're going to call it foul. So it'll send Silva back to the plate. Still an 0-2 count. Flores remains on first.
As you mentioned, the junior Lindley Bowman is the pitcher for the Falcons.
Yeah, Bowman done a pretty good job so far as 2 outs through 4 batters. That one swung on deep to right. It's hit foul. Quite couldn't get the catch, so to remain an 0-2 count.
Has 3 balls now that she's fouled off, so she's done a wonderful job working this count. It is still 0-2, of course, but now we're 5-6 pitches into that bat, so she's making Bowman throw more, which is good.
Yeah, getting more throws. Want to get Bowman's eye. We want to get her arm going. And the sun's certainly starting to come out now.
Yeah, that little patch that was only in left field has certainly encompassed the field now.
Yeah, it is totally engulfed our playing field.
Looks like it might be an issue for the right fielders and maybe even first and second base, depending on how a ball is hit.
As that one swung at and missed for strike number 3. So that'll do it for our first inning. The Rattlers jump up to a 1-0 lead. And when we come back from commercial, it'll be number 21, Ramsey Landry, hitting for Kinkaid. Until then, I'll spin you to commercial. Keep it here on the RattlerUp Network. Welcome back to RattlerUp Network. Now hitting for the Kinkaid Falcons, number 21, Ramsey Landry.
Ramsey, just a sophomore, playing in that designated player position, so they're relying on her at bat, and she'll be leading off this second. Down just 1-0. Lots of softball to be played this morning. As the sun, we told you right before the commercial break, the sun had really come out. Well, it's really covered up
It's
here
now gone again. Is that one outside for ball number 1?
And I think that'll be kind of an ongoing shift throughout the day. The weather doesn't call for a lot of rain, but the cloud cover is kind of intermittent. So I think that's something the players are going to be adjusting to all day long in a variety of games.
That pitch swung on and no contact, so 1-1 count. Yeah, we've seen just about every kind of weather this morning. We had rain just before the broadcast. We had the sun and now clouds once again.
A little bit of rain, a little more rain called for tomorrow. So we'll see how that plays out.
That one swung on. Got by second, couldn't get it on her first pickup, so it'll allow Landry to get to first.
Yeah, she got to the ball, made a good play on the ball, couldn't hold on to it when she went to the transfer. And so unfortunately that allows Landry to reach first, and the Falcons are in business here in the top of the second.
Yeah, now in business. And now up to bat number 20, Casey Harvin. Is that pitch good for strike number 1?
Casey, a senior for this team, their first baseman. So she's been there, done that for this Kinkaid Falcons team.
Yes, as that one swung on, hit to the same spot, couldn't grab it, but this time makes the throw. So Harvin thrown out at first. Landry advances to second.
You love to see that Audi out there at second base had that fumble with the first one, gets another. You love that as a player. I want another chance to make it up. Very next at bat.
Yeah,
right
lucky for her.
And I get
straight back to her.
It cools the nerves a little bit. So great job by that second baseman to keep her head in the game.
Perez's pitches outside for ball number 1. Now pitching to number 10, Haley Wainwright for the Falcons. We've got a 1-0 count. Perez, the pitch swung on, hits it, Kaya bounces off the glove, so it'll go to center field. Runner will stay at third and first. So a single hit by Wainwright.
Yeah, tough angle off the bat. You saw that big hop off the turf. Just couldn't quite come up with it and allows the runner on. And now the Falcons, with runners on the corners and just 1 out, look threatening here in the second. Down just 1-0.
Yeah, Falcons down only 1-0. No out or 1 out so far, but runners in scoring position.
And they've got a senior coming to the bat. So somebody with the experience, that's exactly who they want in there.
They steal second, couldn't get the out at third. They decided to throw to third instead of second.
Yeah, looking for one of those baits where a lot of times if they can draw the throw to second, they'll release that runner from third to go home. Rattler staying on top of it, saying, you know what, we'll let you have second, but we're not letting that runner at third come in.
Pitch from Perez outside.
And we saw that in the first inning. You know, the Falcons had a runner at third. The leadoff batter got on with a walk, was advanced to second, advanced to third, and left him stranded there. So Rattler's looking to make that happen again here in the second.
And as you said, now hitting the senior number 4, Leah Bream. That one swung at, hit foul. So we've got a 1-2 count now.
Talked about it a lot yesterday. When you get these runners on, especially 2 in scoring position, the second out becomes vital, right?
Yeah.
You get this second out, then we know, hey, 1 batter, 1 fly ball, 1 ground ball, we're out of the inning. So it'd be great to come in and get this Leah Bream here, 1-2 count.
Perez, the pitch swung on, hit straight back to Kaya.
Diving stop.
Couldn't get the out at third. Run scores for the Falcons. It's good for a single from Bream.
So diving stop there by Spillers saves potentially more, right? Because if that dribbles into left field, you had Wainwright coming around that's now at third. If she gets sent home, you got to play at the plate, and all of a sudden this could be a 2-1 ball game. So despite not getting the out, lots of credit to Spillers there for saving a run and keeping this game tied.
Yeah, lots of credit there as runners steal seconds.
Once again, Rattler's willing to give up that second base in order to try to get the out elsewhere.
That one was good for a ball, number 1. Now up to bat, number 6, Sophie Tang for the Falcons, trying to drive one of these runs in.
So a freshman for the Falcons. So big time experience here.
That one outside for ball number 2.
Always great when you see a freshman make that varsity club, right? You know there's some talent there, and you know these are the experiences that are about today and tomorrow, right? She's building up for the next 4 years.
And that one low for ball number 3. Yeah, the Rattlers have one of those themselves. And number 14, Juliana Garcia, who we saw pitch yesterday. She did an amazing job. Maybe we'll see her later today. If not in this game, maybe the next one.
Correct. So 3-0 count. They go to the top of the lineup after this batter.
That one good for strike number 1.
So you wonder here if Tang had a take signal on 3-0. You know, you're trying to get you to the leadoff spot. You've only got one out. Audrey Jones, the catcher, waiting on deck.
And that one will be ball number 4.
Oh,
so
it just missed.
So Tang will take first. So a base is loaded now for the Kinkaid Falcons. Now up to bat. Back to the top of the lineup, number 1, Audrey Jones.
So the freshman gets on and seeds it over to the senior now with the bases loaded and just one out.
Swung on, hit straight foul. So an 0-1 count for Jones.
Audrey walked in the first. She is the runner that was stranded at third in the first for the Falcons.
Yeah, Audrey couldn't quite come all the way around in the first inning, trying to bring people around now. That one's in the dirt for ball number 1. Jalen Perez winding up to pitch. It's low for a ball. So a 2-1 count.
So again, these umpires, it's the same crew. They kind of rotate through. So, you know, Jalen has definitely seen this umpire, knows the zone, is trying to find those spots that
as she gets her swinging there for a 2-2 count.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what the umpire's zone is, but you get them a swing and miss.
Yeah,
right?
If you get the swing and miss, the umpire's zone will not matter. Well, I was trying to get the second out. It's low for ball number 3.
All right, so big moment early in the game here. Full count, 1 out, bases loaded. It's a tie ball game. So again, it seems weird in the top half of the second to have such a pivotal moment, but that's where we are.
As it is high, so she will walk. Run scores for the Falcons. Jones will take first off the walk. Wainwright comes all the way around to score. Bream to third and Tang to second.
So now the pitcher, Lindley Bowman, will come up to bat with an opportunity to help her own cause here, right?
And a new pitcher will come in for the Rattlers.
Looks like number 7, Ray Ibata, the junior, coming in. She has been in that second spot throughout the tournament, right? Go in there, and she's come into some tough spots and gotten us out of it. So Ray Ibata has done a wonderful job. She's made for this. She's got that mental aspect that a reliever has to have, right? To come in and say, you know what? I know I'm inheriting some tough situations, and like she's doing right now, she's inheriting the bases loaded.
Yeah, inheriting bases loaded, down a run.
She's looking to shut this down, but she's the one to do it. We talked about before. She's also in that kinesiology program. She also does collision repair. So talk about what a crazy, cool, mix of programs, right? She's doing the athletic training thing, but she's also working on those incredible paint bays and carvers that they have working in that collision repair shop. So really cool to see her taking advantage of the opportunities that San Marcos High School has to offer.
Yeah, absolutely. Needing Ibarra to have that clutch factor now, as number 13, Lindley Bowman, will be up to bat for the Falcons.
Yeah, and for Bowman, she came into the inning down 1-0. She comes to the plate up 2-1, and certainly a chance to add to that with the bases loaded. So this is exactly where you got to believe she wants to be as a pitcher for her team.
Yeah, as a pitcher, always looking to gain runs back for your team.
So once again, it looks like the clouds have broken just a little bit more. Certainly a sunnier field than it was. And like you said, Creek, I think that's just going to be a back and forth thing throughout the day. Again, it looks like it'll probably affect the right fielder more than anything. And we did see that yesterday.
Yeah.
A couple of routine fly balls to right that kind of got lost.
Yeah, you just see the outfielders lose one in the sun. It'll get past them as that one's outside for ball number 1.
Bowman grounded out to the first baseman in the first.
Ibarra the pitch, swung at, hit high in the air near the shortstop. Kaya able to get under it. Runner will go from third Run scores for the Falcons. The other two runners will stay put at first and second.
So Bowman does her job, gets another run across. So runners remain stranded otherwise, but the runner at third does come in to score, and Kinkaid takes a 3-1 lead.
So now up to bat, number 22, Jilly Leonard for the Falcons.
Jilly Leonard, a sophomore. So this team is certainly not unable and not
that one was good for a ball.
Not unwilling to bring up those freshmen and sophomore to help their teams.
Yeah, got lots of young talent over there as that one swung on and missed for strike number 1.
So despite giving up that run, that second out becomes crucial. Right now we know we got a force at any bag. Infield, he's got a quick play if it's hit to them, and they can make the stop, and we can get out of this inning and stop the bleeding, right?
Yep, as that one's outside for ball number 2. Leonard 0 for 1 on the day.
Around that infield, you got Emilyn Martinez at third, Kaya Spillers at short, Audi De Los Santos at second, Madeline Nunez at first.
That one hit right at the pitcher for the easy third out.
That'll get it.
Yeah, if it's hit right to you at the pitcher's mound, he makes the catch, so that'll do it for the top of the second. When we come back, it'll be the Rattlers hitting once again. It'll be number 3, Madeline Nunez, to lead off. Until then, we'll cut you to commercial. Keep it here on the RattlerUp Network. Welcome back to RattlerUp Network. The Rattlers find themselves down now 3-1 after previously leading 1-0. It was a 3-run inning. But now the Rattlers having the chance to take back the lead. It'll be number 3, Madeline Nunez, leading off.
Maddie, a sophomore for the Rattlers, looking to get this thing started here in a second. Member of the CTE Animal Science Program. It also shows rabbits. So we got an animal lover up there for this at-bat.
That first one low for ball number 1.
Creek, do you have any animals? Do you have any pets?
I do. I have one cat named by my little brother, so its name is Kitty.
Kitty. What a clever name.
Yeah, I wonder how he came up with it. That one swung on and missed for strike number 1.
So just the one cat.
Yeah, just the one cat. And I can make a testament for Maddie's bunnies. She is really good at raising those. I have seen those with my own eyes.
There you go. Okay.
As she talks over to Stoughton, gets the call that she wants, she'll step back up to the plate with a 1-1 count.
So Coach Stoughton sitting in the message there. Coach Stoughton, a graduate of San Marcos High School herself, actually played in with San Marcos the first ever UIL state softball tournament.
Wow. So proven roots here in San Marcos.
Oh, absolutely.
Swung on and missed.
Not only that, also a part of a state championship for San Marcos High School in basketball. So, yeah, the roots are deep for Coach Stoughton here in San Marcos. So cool to see her continue to bring this team along year after year.
Yeah, definitely a heart of San Marcos. A 1-2 count for Nunez. It's outside for ball number 2.
So with that extended inning, the clock on the scoreboard goes about 55 minutes. So still a lot of softball to play. Again, that's the unofficial count, as we kind of learned yesterday, right? We had some games called ahead of that.
That one swung on, to the shortstop. She lost it in her glove, so Madeline Nunez will take first base. And now
hustling down the line to make sure she beats that out, but
yeah, showing off that speed is number 4, Audie De Los Santos will be up to bat. Audie, the second baseman for the Rattlers.
Audie in the culinary arts program, also in photography, so another well-rounded experience for our students here. As she squares around a bunt, looks like we're trying to push the runner into scoring position.
That one outside for ball number 1.
Infield shifting over to try to keep Nunez close at first.
Yeah, so Audie assuming bunt position. It'll draw in those corners.
Corners are charging. Runner advances. Throws there. And got her.
Got her out at second. Nunez will be the first out of the inning. So Audie De Los Santos has a 2-0 count.
So the bunt, unfortunately, doesn't work. We erase the base runner. And now Audie with 1 out, trying to get herself back in the play and get this going again.
Bowman the pitch. It's good for a strike.
I think just as I'm about to say ball is when the umpire typically.
Yeah, that's when he brings it up.
Umpire is bringing that strike call in.
So a 2-1 count.
Go in there and ask him politely to call it a little quicker.
A little faster. That one
fouled
off.
On behalf of the RattlerUp Network, sir, could you call your strikes a little faster?
Just a little bit fast. Umpire talking to the batter. Everyone coming near the plate.
It was fouled off kind of into the ground. Are they checking to make sure she's okay? We couldn't tell from here. It might have fouled off into her foot or something, perhaps.
Yeah, fouled off maybe into the catcher's body. So it'll remain Audie De Los Santos at the plate, a 2-2 count. No runners on base as Nunez was thrown out at second. That pitch hit past the shortstop, so that'll be good for the single.
Exactly where she needed to find it. She found that hole in the infield, and we're back with a runner at first base now with just 1 out.
Yeah, back with a runner at first. We've seen that the Rattlers are not afraid to try and advance that runner any way necessary. So number 13, Lindley Bowman, still pitching for the Falcons.
Facing now our junior, Keziah Rios. As that ball gets away,
runner will advance to second.
Rios, we mentioned in a previous broadcast, remember that early college high school program like you yourself, Creek?
Yes, sir.
Opportunity for students to earn their associate's degree while in high school. Fantastic program. She says she wants to play college softball. She'd like to actually major in interior design.
So good to have our softball players want to continue that path.
Another ball gets away.
So Audie will take third just from these pitches that are getting past the catcher, a 2-0 count.
So all of a sudden, Rios has a big opportunity here. She came to the plate with a runner at first. She now has a runner at third and only 1 out. We'll see what Stoughton does from here.
The pitch to Rios. Rios swings, couldn't make contact, so a 2-1 count.
If Rios can continue the inning, it'll be Peyton Guetta waiting on deck.
Bowman lining up to pitch. Tries to bunt it. Couldn't get it. The ball gets past the catcher. We will not see an advance from the third base runner. So a 2-1 count goes to a 3-1 count.
All right, big moment here for Rios. 2-2 count, looking to drive that runner in, get us within a run.
With only one out, they have an out to spare. And that one good for the third and final strike. So Rios, the second out, and now up to bat for the Rattlers, number 22, Peyton Guetta.
For Bowman, that's her second strikeout of the game. One in the first, one in the second. And now looking to see if they can do what the Rattlers did to them in the first inning and leave that runner stranded at third.
Yeah, trying not to leave that runner stranded as that pitch outside, ball number 1.
Peyton Guetta, the sophomore, also in the animal science program, member of RCC and FCA. She wants to go on to be a veterinarian, plans to head to Corpus Christi A&M.
Bowman, the pitch, swung on, couldn't make contact, so a 1-1 count.
Now, with 2 outs here, those infielders are still kind of crashing. It's interesting to see that from the Falcons. Typically, you'd play at normal depth because ground ball, throw to first, get the out. But with 2 outs, but they're playing as if they're trying to stop that runner at first or that runner at third from coming in.
That one was fouled off left for a 1-2 count for Peyton.
For the Falcons, Jilly Leonard, Casey Harvin at the corners.
And you've seen them crashing down. Wonder how the strategy's going as that one hit to the third baseman and got the out at first. So the runner will be stranded as they get the third and final out of the second inning. When we return, it'll be the third inning leading off for the Falcons, number 5, Lexi Forney. Until then, I'll cut you to commercial. Keep it here on the RattlerUp Network. Welcome back to RattlerUp Network. Leading off for the Falcons, number 5, Lexi Forney. We will still have number 7, Ray Ibarra, pitching for the Rattlers. Kinkaid finds himself up 3-1 as that one low for ball number 1.
Well, Ray came in that second inning and inherited a mess, right? And she was able to get him out of there, got a sacrifice fly and a shot right back to her to get the Rattlers out of the inning.
As that one hit deep foul right. Will not be there for the catch, so a 1-1 count.
And as you mentioned, when she came in last night, that's something we've seen consistently from her. She's been the second pitcher, the first reliever in, I think, every game so far. And she's done a wonderful job of coming into those pressure-packed situations and getting the Rattlers back on track.
Yeah, we've seen this sort of rotation from the Rattlers multiple times. They've continued it throughout the days. As that one hit deep left field, and it'll fall right between the shortstop and the first or the left fielder for the single.
Yeah, she found exactly where to hit that little Texas leaguer into left field, and the leadoff runner is on. But you date back to that second inning, and with Ibarra, I mean, it's 3-1, and obviously the Rattlers want that to be different. But it easily could have been a 5-1, 6-1 game, and Ray stepped in and stopped that from happening.
So now up to bat number 5, Lexi Forney. Must have got it wrong the last one because that was number 2, Jilly Leonard, who hit the single. That one was good for ball number 2 for Forney. Ibarra's pitch wild and high, so the runner will advance to second. Forney, a 3-0 count.
There's the 3-0.
That one swung on, no contact made. A nice strike thrown by Ibarra. So a 3-1 count for Forney. That one swung on and missed once again. So a 3-2 full count.
Interestingly enough, Forney in the first inning worked it full, ended up striking out, looking to see if Ray Ibarra can mimic that here.
As the throw wild, it goes all the way to the center fielder. They're rounding home.
And they got her at the plate.
They got her at the plate. A smart move by number 3, Madeline Nunez, to let that one go all the way back to the catcher.
Yeah, Selena Silva comes up throwing that base hit up the middle, almost a surefire run scored there. But unfortunately for the Falcons, the runner just coming around third is able to get tagged out for the first out of the inning, and a run-saving play by the Rattler defense.
Forney did advance all the way to second there, is now up to hit number 21, Landry. That pitch outside for ball number 1.
Landry got the run scoring for the Falcons going in the second, reached on an error and came around to score the first run for the Falcons.
Ibarra, the pitch up near the batter for ball number 2.
Again, great defense by the Rattlers. As you're in that circle, Ibarra, that's got to feel great, knowing, hey, I can just throw strikes and my defense has my back.
Yes, absolutely. Is that one good for strike number 1? 2-1 count for Landry. Has a runner on second, 1 out in the inning.
First baseman Casey Harvin waiting on deck for the Falcons.
That pitch from Ibarra, low for ball number 3. Race pitch popped up to Kaya, who makes the catch. Runner will stay at second. So the second out of the inning. So now up to bat, number 20, Casey Harvin. Harvin 0 for 1 on the day.
Harvin, one of the seniors on this team for the Falcons, grounded out to the second baseman in the second. Has an opportunity here with a runner in scoring position.
And runner on second for the Falcons as that one's outside for ball number 1. That one swung on. Kaya makes the diving grab. Doesn't make the throw, but saves that one thrown over the third baseman. Runners do not advance on either side.
So the runner gets to third, but again, it's the second time in this game shortstop Kaya Spillers has made a great stop. And while you think, well, but we didn't get the out, yes, but the run didn't score because of it, right? That run, if it goes out into center field where it was headed, another run scores, and that's at least a second run saved by the shortstop.
So Stoughton will call time, talk it over with her defense.
Yeah, I think this is less of a – I don't think there's a pitching change. I think this is an infield situational conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got runners at the corners, 2 outs. We're trying to get out of this inning. Obviously, getting the batter is the most important thing, but they have Wainwright, their left fielder, up. She reached on an error and came around to score, so they know that the junior Haley Wainwright is somebody that's got some speed, can put a ball in play. So they're just walking through each position here. Okay, if the ball's hit here, we're going to go to this bag. If it's hit here, but we know with 2 outs, let's just get that final out and get out of this inning.
Yeah, just get that final out to get out of this inning, live another day, keeping the score 3-1, letting their offense go back to work. So as you said, number 10, Haley Wainwright, hitting for the Falcons. It'll stay number 7, Ray Ibarra at the pitcher. They've got the corners coming in a little bit. That pitch swung on and missed for strike number 1.
Great start to the at-bat. Now that you're up 0-1, you got an opportunity to see if you can get her to chase some things.
Pitch. Wainwright fouls it off.
Harvin was taken off for second on that pitch.
Yeah, she was coming in hot. Didn't realize the ball got fouled off.
Yeah, and that's a situation where they're trying to take that force away from second base, right? Move her in, where a base hit can score her potentially. So she's trying to get herself into scoring position. But 0-2 right now, the focus can really be on Wainwright at the plate.
That pitch swung on deep to center field. Makes the amazing catch to end the top of the third.
Selena Silva drifting back behind her, had to make a reach way over her head and makes the catch to save 2 runs easily and to get us out of this third inning.
Yeah, just a truly incredible grab. So when we return from commercial, we will have the bottom of the third presented to you now. It'll be number 00, Akaya Spillers leading off for the Rattlers. Until then, we'll cut you to commercial. Keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. Now hitting for the Rattlers, number 15. That one outside.
So Jalen Bettis enters the game, the junior. Trying to get the Rattlers started here in the third.
So a 1-0 count. Swung on and missed. Makes it 1-1. Pitch on the way from Bowman. Gets past the catcher for ball number 2. So Perez at the plate has a 2-1 count. She's leading off for the Rattlers at the bottom of the third. And that one low once again, so she will take first base. Gets the walk, so now up to hit number 00, Kaya Spillers. Spillers got all the way around back in the first inning to score the Rattlers' lone run. Okay. That one high for ball number 1. Bowman done a great job pitching so far. That one good for strike number 1. 1-1 count, runner on first. Perez got walked. Spillers looking to get her second hit on the board. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runner will not advance from first. 2-1 count from Spillers.
Spillers reached on a base hit, stole second, came around to score the only run for the Rattlers back in the first inning.
Bowman, the pitch swung on by Spillers, hit high. Will not be caught, so fouled off left. 2-2 count. It only took Spillers 2 pitches to get on base back in the first inning. She's now seen 4 so far. That pitch hit high near the shortstop. She does not make the catch. Gets right past the tip of her glove, but they get the out at second. Perez couldn't make it there in time.
Well, such a difficult position to be in for Jalen Bettis, right? She has to be hold up halfway because the ball might get caught. By the time she realizes it's been dropped, she can't make it to second. Just an unenvious place to be for the base runner there.
And so now up to bat for the Rattlers, number 1, Emery Cisneros. Pitch on the way. Runner stealing second, does so successfully.
Her second stolen base of the game for Spillers.
Emery took that first ball, so a 1-0 count. Runner on second.
In the media form, Emery Cisneros had her shout out to her mom and dad. She said, for doing the very most for me. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for supporting your Rattler.
Bowman's pitch outside, ball number 2.
Third baseman Emmeline Martinez on deck for the Rattlers. Try to keep this inning going here.
Bowman getting her count right. Make sure she's got the pitch she wants. It is high and up near the batter for ball number 3. Emery 0 for 1 on the day. Had the ground out back in the first inning. Emery, see if she can take one more to get on base.
Yeah, she's going to be waiting for just exactly her pitch. If she doesn't like it, she's not chasing anything.
And just like that, she will take first. The runner, Kaya, steals third off the wild pitch. So Kaya back in scoring position once again. Emery got the walk to first. So now up to bat, number 12, Emmeline Martinez for the Rattlers.
Emmeline, the third baseman, sophomore for the Rattlers.
One of the many sophomores on this young Rattler team.
Runner advances, no throw.
Runner advances to second. A 1-0 count for Martinez.
Emily with a big opportunity here, 2 in scoring position.
That one good for the strike, so 1-1 count. Runners at second and third, so as you said, a big opportunity here for Martinez. Try and get this score back to even.
And that game time run is sitting on second base. Just got to bring her in.
Only that one hits straight to the shortstop. Gets the out at first. The throw to third long.
Gets by.
Emery gets up to run to first. So 2 runs score for the Rattlers as Kai and Emery get all the way around to tie this one up at 3 runs.
So Emily gets the ball in play and advances the runner. She's thrown out at first for the second out of the inning, but it scored 1 run. And then as they tried to stop the runner from advancing to third, they throw it away. That allows Cisneros to come around. So a ground out for Emily results in 2 runs scored, and the Rattlers have tied it at 3.
Tied at 3 runs as number 13, Ariana Flores, up to bat. That one down the middle for strike 1.
Ariana in the media day also had a shout out for her parents saying that they have always believed in her. So she wanted to make sure to send that shout out to her folks.
Bowman staying in the pitch. That one low for ball number 1, a 1-1 count for Flores.
So it is amazing how quickly the tides can turn, right? A 3-1 ball game, and in one play, one pitch, all of a sudden we got this thing tied up, and there's still 2 outs, and the Rattlers have done 2-out rallies like we talked about before. So no doubt that we could maybe even get a couple more here.
Yep, as that one low for ball number 2.
Flores been manning the catcher's gear behind the plate first from Jalen Perez and lately from Ray Ibarra.
That one outside, ball number 3. Flores had the same 2-out rally in the first inning.
Mm-hmm.
So she's no stranger in this predicament. See if she can do the same thing now. It's a pitch from Bowman, hit to the second baseman. Couldn't quite get in her glove, but she is thrown out at first for the third and final inning, or the third and final out of this third inning. So when we return, we'll have the top of the 4th. It'll be number 4, Leah Bream, leading off for the Falcons. Until then, I'll cut you to commercial. Keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. Leading off for the Falcons, number 4, Leah Bream.
Ray Ibarra continues to pitch for the Rattlers. Came in a tough spot in the second, got us out of it. Came in with a really great third inning as well, and now pitches in the top of the 4th, finds herself in a 3-3 tie.
Bream has one of the 3 runs for Kinkaid. As that pitch swung on, hit high near the shortstop. Couldn't get under it, but the left fielder does.
Isaiah Rios, great communication there by the Rattlers defense. Spillers and Rios were coming together. The communication was clear. Spillers retreated, left it to her left fielder. She makes the catch, and there's one out in the inning.
So now up to bat number 6, Sophie Tang. Tang had the single back in the second inning. Ibarra certainly done a great job, as you said. Got us out of that bases loaded predicament. Had a great third inning. Already off to a fantastic fourth inning. As that pitch on the way swung on and missed for strike number 1. Ibarra's pitch just inside for strike number 2.
It'll be Beeler on deck, the senior for the Falcons, before they head back to the top of the lineup.
So she's got 2 strikes, looking to make it 1 more as that one's outside. We have a 2-2 count for Tang. Ibarra's pitch swung on, hit deep to center field, and once again, the amazing catch made by the center fielder, Selena Silva.
Second inning in a row that she just absolutely speeds to a ball over the head, reaches up and grabs it. And for the second inning in a row, the catch is made, and now there's 2 outs in this inning.
Yeah, so 2 quick outs from Ibarra and the center fielder, Silva. Also credit to the left fielder. So we've had 2 straight fielders making great plays. And so now up to bat, number 2, Myers Beeler for Kinkaid.
She reached on a walk in the second. We have a good. All right, they've made a change at the bottom of the order now. Going number 18, Lucy Burke, the sophomore.
So that first one low for ball number 1.
Swing and a miss for a strike.
Yeah, swing and a miss. 1-1 counts for number 18, Burke. That one swung at. Goes to Audie. Audie, the throw out at first, just got it. So a quick 3 up, 3 down for the Rattlers.
Great stretch by Madeline Nunez to corral that in and end the inning.
Yeah, great stretch there by Madeline Nunez. So when we come back, it'll be the Rattlers once again hitting. It'll be number 2, Selena Silva leading it off. Until then, I'll cut you to commercial break. Keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to RattlerUp Network. It's number 2, Selena Silver, leading off for the Rattlers.
And you love when they can make the really defensive gem in the field, be the first one to bat the next inning, right? It seems to always work out that way.
As that one hit high up in the air, falls right before the catcher got to it, so it'll be fouled off for strike number 1.
The infield got a late in here.
But definitely playing closer. Silva, 0-1 count.
Well, she's demonstrated that speed out in the field. You know that's going to translate. If she can get a slap hit down, she's going to move down that line real quick as well.
That one low for ball number 1.
Selena in the media day says she wanted to shout out her dad because he works so hard for my future, and her mom because she's always right by my side. So again, parents, thank you so much for all you do to let our Rattlers come out here and live their dreams.
That pitch swung on right to the pitchers. The throw out at first is made. So the first out of the 4th inning, and now up to bat, number 3, Madeline Nunez.
Madeline reached on an error in the 2nd. She played some great first base again that earlier in that last inning, a big stretch to finish it out, get the 3rd out of the inning. Madeline's shout out in the media day was to her parents, her grandparents, and to Aunt Layla. I hope they're watching back home on the RattlerUp Network.
Bowman's pitch is outside for ball number 1.
You mentioned Bowman. She's back into pitch for the 4th inning. Again, done a good job, only giving up 3 runs so far, 2 strikeouts on the day.
Yeah, Bowman playing well. She's been the only pitcher thus far for the Falcons. As that pitch swung on and missed by Nunez. So a 1-1 count.
First baseman Madeline Nunez up to bat here. It's Audie De Los Santos waiting on deck.
Got no one on base. That one way outside for ball number 2.
And this is where the clock starts to be a part of this week. Our scoreboard clock says 19 minutes. Of course, there is a cutoff where they will not start a new inning past. So depending on how long this inning takes, if the Rattlers can push one across, we could be done here in the 4th. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, if the Rattlers can have an elongated inning, this could be our final inning as that one swung at and missed for strike number 2. 2-2 count.
The Falcons not only needing to obviously keep the Rattlers off the board, but needing to do it quickly.
Yeah.
Right? Time is of the essence for them. For the Falcons, they absolutely want to see a 5th inning.
Yeah. Falcons looking to get one more inning, try and take a late lead. That one swung at by Nunez, hit high up to center field. She makes the catch, so it'll be the 2nd out. Now up to bat, number 4, Audie De Los Santos.
Her media forum had a shout out to Yessie because she always brings me up when I'm down. Creek, you haven't had a chance for a shout out yet. So who's your shout out today as we go into this bottom of the 4th?
I can give shout outs to both my parents and my grandmother who recently tuned in and said I was doing it perfectly. My mother and father for always listening at home, as that one good for strike number 1.
Well, I think grandmother has diagnosed that quite well, right?
Yeah.
It's all, we want to be perfect for grandma. We love that.
Absolutely. As Bowman stays in the pitch, they're looking for one more out to try and extend this game by one more inning. That one swung at to the shortstop, throw made at first, so the quick 3 does happen.
That's exactly what the Falcons needed. 3 up, 3 down. Preserve that clock and guarantee a 5th inning.
Yeah, to guarantee that 5th inning is huge. So both teams go 3 up, 3 down, so a very quick 4th inning. So I'll cut you to commercial. When we come back, we'll have the 5th presented to you here. Keep it here on the RattlerUp Network. Welcome back to RattlerUp Network. We begin our 5th inning. That pitch outside. Now hitting is number 2. Myers Beeler. Got a 1-0 count. Still got Ibarra pitching. That one up near the batter for ball number 2. Ibarra's pitch swung on, hit high. Nunez couldn't get over there. It's way into the crowd. That fell off. Got a 2-1 count.
The top 5 with the clock running the way it is. Anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes left on the clock. You got to believe this is probably the final inning within the time. So crucial for the Falcons to get something across here.
That one swung at. Got by the third baseman. The throw out to first is good for the quick first out of the Rattlers' 5th inning. So now, up to bat, number 13, Lindley Bowman.
So Bowman, the pitcher, she's pitched a complete game so far. And this is exactly what you want, right? It's a tie ball game. You're the pitcher, and this is your chance to be a part of giving yourself the lead and going into the bottom of the 5th to close it out.
Yeah, huge opportunity for this pitcher who's been playing this entire game. Ibarra the pitch, swung at, hit right past Audie, goes to Guetta out in right field, so it'll be good for a single for Bowman.
She jumps on the first pitch she sees, puts it right out where there's no Rattler to grab it, base hit to right, and with 1 out, they've got a runner on and a chance to move along.
So now up to bat number 22, Jilly Leonard.
Jilly's 1 for 2 today, had a base hit back in the 3rd.
Ibarra's pitch swung on right over Kai at the shortstop position. Going to go all the way back to the wall. So 1 run scores for the Falcons. The throw it at third, not able to be made. So a triple from number 22, Leonard.
That triple drives in Bowman and gives the Falcons the 4-3 lead in what we said was likely the final inning. And so a crucial move there by Leonard. Big gapper all the way to the wall. Got that big carom to the right off the wall. And now they've got a runner at third, and they're still in business with just 1 out in this inning.
Yeah, Falcons in business. Runner in scoring position, 1 out. Ibarra trying to have that clutch factor now. That one good for strike number 1. It's number 5, Lexi Forney up to bat.
Forney also 1 for 2, struck out in the first, base hit in the 3rd. Looking to bring that runner in from 3rd.
That throw from Ibarra, low for ball number 1.
The DH, Ramsey Landry, would be on deck for the Falcons if they continue the inning here.
That one low for ball number 2.
If you look ahead to the bottom of the 5th, it's going to be 8-9-1 slots for the Rattlers. Rios, Guetta, and Spillers, who will now at least need to get 1 back as we get into that bottom of the 5th.
Ibarra's pitch swung at, going deep to right. Goes out of play. So a 2-2 count.
Once again, that ever vital 2nd out. We find ourselves there again. If we can get this batter here, 2 outs, we don't worry so much about the runner at 3rd. Get that final out anywhere you can on the base path.
Yes, so Ibarra needing this crucial out here. Pitch swung at, fouled off once again. So it'll stay a 2-2 count.
Once again, the Rattler starter, Jalen Bettis, went 1 1/3. Ray Abada came in after that to shut it down. She's only allowed the 1 in this inning so far. So she finds herself in another pressure pack situation.
Ibarra's pitch is up, swung at. Audie couldn't quite control it, so a run will score, and the runner is safe at first.
That was just a rocket to the second baseman there. Tough play to make. Even if she comes up with it, it's probably going to still score the run. The runner was coming on that ball, so the runs would have scored either way. It was just a matter of could we get the play at first. As it is, we cannot do it. So Landry's going to come up with one out and a runner at first for the Falcons as they continue to have the fifth inning they want. And another one now over to the right-hand side, base hit, back-to-back now for the Falcons.
Yeah, back-to-back base hits for the Falcons. That one good for a single from number 21, Ramsey Landry. So now up to bat, number 22, Casey Harvin. Still only one out in the inning. The Falcons on a 4 straight base hit streak as that one gets past the third baseman. So another single.
Base hit gets through the throw in from Rios and left, keeps the runners from advancing. But boy, the Rattlers in a lot of trouble here as Wainwright comes up, bases loaded, and only one out.
So Stoughton's going to call time. Perhaps one last pitching change. It will.
They are going to go.
They're going to bring out number 15, Jalen Perez.
back into the game. So the starter re-enters. Ray Abada pitches over 3.5 innings, does a wonderful job of shutting this down, got us out of trouble early on. And now it will be Jalen's chance to kind of repay the favor, basically, right? And say, you know what, let me get you out of this one like you got me out of that one earlier in the game.
Yeah, right. Just exactly as you put it, trying to have her teammates back in a very crucial situation for the Rattlers.
Well, and you saw there the Falcons in this inning, a base hit, a triple, an error by the second baseman, and then 2 back-to-back base hits. They were just finding the spots. This inning, they were finding exactly where to hit it. They hit it exactly where they needed to, rotated through, did a great job putting those 2 runs on the board. But the Rattlers are coming up. They have the bottom of the 5th, almost certainly, with time almost expiring at this point. This will be the final inning. So the Rattlers have the opportunity. As we mentioned, it'll be Keziah Rios, Peyton Guetta, and Akia Spillers will be your starting 3 in the bottom of the 5th.
So now up to bat, number 10, Haley Wainwright. Wainwright has one of Kinkaid's runs. That one outside for ball number 1.
As she reached on an error and came around in the second, it hit one of the spectacular center field catches by Selena Silva back in the third.
Pitch from Jalen, swung at. They're going to call it foul.
As we were waiting for the call, it continued to look like it was live. Would have been a force at the plate and able to throw out there, but umpire, I guess, had called foul before that. So instead, we'll go to a 1-1 count.
They count.
Here's
so
the
that
pitch.
One outside for ball number 2.
Throw down to first. In time.
Play made. Maddie Nunez, the great tag out at first after the amazing throw. So that'll do it for the top of 5th.
Quite frankly, we got to go back and double check what happened in that foul ball in front of the plate. We didn't get the answer from the umpire. I think there was an out made at the plate. So we thought, because it was Bream just now that was up to bat, but Wainwright, I think, may have been the second out of the inning at the plate. As it is, we'll head to the bottom of the 5th, 5-3.
And so then we're going to cut you to a quick commercial. Welcome back to RattlerUp Network. Leading off for the Rattlers, number 8, Keziah Rios. We had that little mix-up at the end of the last inning, but we think we've got it right here on the call.
We are 5-3 going to the bottom of the 5th, so the Rattlers need 2 here at the very least.
That one hit foul. 0-1 count for Rios. Bowman's pitch is fouled off, right? 0-2 count.
Rios behind 0-2. Going to have to cover the plate now and chase anything she can. Make sure she gets a ball in play here.
That one hit to the pitcher, who makes the play for the first out of the 5th inning. So now up to bat, number 22, Peyton Guetta.
Peyton will be her second at-bat today. Grounded out to third in the 2nd.
So an early out for the Rattlers, who are looking to make the 2-run deficit back. That pitch hit foul. Deck. So it'll be
Jalen Pettis waiting on deck for the Rattlers to continue this on.
the pitch hit right into the catcher, so that'll be good for the 2nd out. So now up to hit number 15, Jalen Perez.
So 2 ground balls, or a ground ball back to the pitcher and a strikeout, the 2 outs in the inning. And so the Rattlers down to their final chance here. Jalen reached on a walk in the 3rd. Top of the lineup to follow if she could continue the inning.
That one outside for ball number 1. If our scorecard time is right, this will be the final inning. Following this game will be Weimer and Kinkaid, who's playing now as that ball is hit foul. So a 1-1 count for Perez.
Yeah, Kinkaid in the first part of a doubleheader here. Weimer returning after 2 games yesterday, so they'll be in to face Kinkaid here. And then the Rattlers will be back in the game to follow that this afternoon to wrap up the Friday slate in the spring break tournament.
And then we'll have plenty of games here for you tomorrow on Saturday, starting at 9 a.m.
Certainly, if you're out there, you're watching us on the RattlerUp Network, maybe you got us on in the office at work. But yeah, tomorrow, we love you watching on the RattlerUp Network, but tomorrow night and tomorrow during the day, come out live. Come see us here live
absolutely.
at Rattler Stadium. It's such a fun place to be and support these girls. Yell and scream, let them hear you.
That pitch outside, ball number 3. A 3-1 count for Pettis, just trying to get on base, try and get a run on the board. Bowman's pitch is outside for ball number 4. So we will have a Rattler on base and number 00, Kaya Spillers, who has hit twice so far this game, is up to bat.
And we talked about it in the beginning of the game. We talked a little bit about it yesterday. The Rattlers, no stranger to 2-out rallies. They absolutely have to have a 2-out rally now.
Yeah.
But you like Spillers being up there. She puts balls in play regularly. She scored 2 of the 3 Rattler runs today. So you got the top of the lineup with a runner at first. If you're going to rally with 2 outs, this is exactly where in the lineup you want to be.
Bowman's pitch is good for strike number 1.
Wind has really picked up. You can almost hear it there in the crowd noise, right? You can see these flags fluttering a lot stronger.
Kaya
Swing and a
can't
miss.
make contact with that one, so an 0-2 count. A huge pitch coming now.
Got to protect. Got to get something in play.
Every pitch now at this at-bat will have a chance to end the game. Pitch from Bowman. Hit, caught by the first baseman, and she reaches the plate before Kaya can. So with that, the third and final out of this 5th inning.
Great play by the first baseman, ranging to her right, beats the speedy Spillers back to the bag, and retires the Rattlers in the 5th.
And so with that, our final score, Kinkaid 5, San Marcos 3. Our next game will be Weimer versus Kinkaid at 12:30, so stay tuned for that. Until then, keep it here on the Rattler Up Network.